Welcome in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, I mean always, he means always, they mean always, you mean always, she means always, an instant classic.
Danny Dunne! Hi, Dick.
We will see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
What is going on, good people? This is your boy Juggernaut 097 bringing you my NXT Takeover in your house predictions number 2. So the first NXT Takeover in your house was last year. You know, like this is kind of like a pandemic show a little bit. You know, like when the pandemic kind of first started and stuff. You know, they're like, oh, you know what? We'll bring the show into your house. You know, so the show's gonna be coming from your house. NXT Takeover. So they're gonna be wrestling in your house. So you guys better be, you know, watching out and stuff. You know, move all your furniture out the way because it's gonna get crazy. No, but NXT Takeover in your house is gonna be live on Peacock tomorrow night. And you know, it's been, you know, a couple crazy weeks for me. You know, I've been sorry for like the lack of like making videos as of recent. It's just I had been having things going on, and like I just really haven't had much time to sit down and make YouTube videos or like bring out content for you guys. But nonetheless, you know, this week I'm gonna be here making, you know, doing review for Against All Odds, which that's gonna be tonight, which I'm excited for that. It's gonna be on Impact Plus. And then tomorrow night we got NXT Takeover in your house. And before we get started with these predictions, go follow me on my social media platforms. Go follow me on Twitter at the True JSB. You can see my link. You can see my following there, or my handle right down there. And you can also go follow me on Instagram, the True JSB. And if you haven't yet, you know, hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification button to be notified every time I make a new video. Excuse me. But yeah, now that we got all my plugs out the way, let's go ahead and get started with this prediction video. So, you know, despite the, you know, the lack of build for this show, I'm looking forward to the show because NXT, they never, they always exceed my expectations. Yeah, they always exceed my expectations. Like they always deliver. No pun intended, but you know, they always deliver and stuff. And I think this is going to be, you know, a really solid wrestling show despite the lack of build. But let's go ahead and get started and let's talk about this first match here. So the first match we're going to talk about is Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. And this match kind of got thrown together like at the last minute here. I mean, there is a little story behind this. Like, I think it was like 4 years ago at the first Mae Young Classic. Was it the first one? Yeah, 4 years ago at the first Mae Young Classic. Mercedes Martinez beat Xia Li. And now Xia Li's, you know, just now waiting to get her revenge on Mercedes Martinez. Now, this is kind of this a random match, thrown together match here. You know, this past week? Well, recently on NXT, we had Xia Li, you know, come mark Mercedes Martinez on her hand and say, you know, she wants to face her in the match. And basically that's that. That's the whole story behind this match, because she wants her revenge on Mercedes Martinez after losing to her. You know, I'm going to say that Mercedes Martinez wins here. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna say Mercedes Martinez wins. Actually, you know what? I feel like they're trying to push. I don't know. This is hard because I feel like they're just trying to push Mercedes Martinez. At the same time, they're trying to make Xia Li legitimate also. Yeah, give me Mercedes Martinez. Why not? I don't know. This is a hard prediction here, but yeah, Mercedes Martinez for the win. And then the next match we have is Cameron Grimes versus LA Knight for the $1 million championship in a ladder match. I think this match is going to be awesome. It's gonna be a good match. I've been liking the stuff that can't. At the beginning of this whole thing, Cameron Grimes and the $1 Million Man, I thought it was like, I didn't like it at first, but it's grown on me. I'll tell you that right now. Cameron Grimes has grown on me. I like him. His gimmick is funny. Him trying to do a whole bunch of things, trying to outbid the $1 Million Man, or with all of his money he has, and like the $1 Million Man just keeps humiliating Cameron Grimes, and LA Knight, trying to show why he deserves to carry on the name of the $1 Million Man. With how much money he has, all the cars, all the girls, how rich he is, and like how great he is on the mic. This kind of reminds me of like two brothers, kind of just going at it and trying to get their like kind of like father's attention and stuff. And that's what this kind of reminds me of right here, right now. But I'm gonna say that I feel like they want to. This isn't their hard prediction. They're like these first two couple matches are hard for me to predict because I don't know which direction I want to go with. I wouldn't mind having Cameron Grimes win here. At the same time, they want to keep LA Knight strong. But then again, LA Knight doesn't have to get pinned in this match. It's a ladder match. So, and I don't know if the $1 Million Championship is going to be like defended each week and stuff. Is it actually going to come, or like, is it actually going to be a defendable title, or is that person just carries the title around, kind of like the thing with King Corbin, whatever. I really don't know. But I'm going to say Cameron Grimes wins here. Why not? I like the stuff that they're doing with him. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be interesting to see how innovative they get with the ladders and like all the different stuff that they do. It's going to be pretty fun. And at the last takeover, there was a ladder match. So we got two ladder matches back to back on different takeovers, which is crazy. But yeah, give me Cameron Grimes to win here. And then the next match we have is a winner take all. We got MSK and Bronson Reed. They're going to be defending all their titles against Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. It's going to be another good match here. It's going to be pretty solid. I like both of these. I like all 6 of these guys here. It's going to be fun. But if I had to pick a winner, I'm just going to keep this short. I'm going to say that MSK and Bronson Reed retain their titles. So, like I said, if Santos Escobar, whoever, so if Legado del Fantasma win, then they get all the titles. So, Santos Escobar gets the North American Championship, and Joaquin and Raul Mendoza get the NXT Tag Team Championships. That's how I think that will go. Because I don't really see Santos Escobar being like a tag team champion. I see him as like the main champion if he does win, the North American Championship. But I feel like this could still continue, maybe like with Bronson Reed and Santos Escobar. I just don't. Why didn't they just make it have Bronson Reed and Santos Escobar go at it, and then have Legado del Fantasma, or the rest of Legado del Fantasma face MSK? I don't know why they had to make it winner take all, but yeah, I'm going to say MSK and Bronson Reed retain their titles here. So yeah. And then the next match we have is the NXT Women's Championship on the line. We got Raquel Gonzalez is defending the title against Ember Moon. And like I said, there's really not much storylines behind any of these matches. Like very bad build, which usually on every takeover, they usually have really good builds. And this takeover has kind of been lackluster with the build. Basically, the whole storyline behind this is, Raquel Gonzalez attacked her partner, Shotzi Blackheart. And Ember Moon just wants to take, what's really close to Raquel Gonzalez, and that's the NXT Women's Championship. And this past week on NXT, we saw Ember Moon leave Raquel Gonzalez laying on the mat. When she hit that eclipse after the match and stuff, after the match with Ember Moon and Dakota Kai, kind of left her laying there in the ring, left Raquel Gonzalez. So I feel like Raquel Gonzalez is going to be retaining the title here. I don't see her losing it just this quick. I really don't know who's going to be able to take the title off of Raquel Gonzalez, because she's really good. And I mean, it's going to be a really good match here. I'm a big fan of Ember Moon. But I kind of wish the build was a little bit better to this show. But yeah, give me Raquel Gonzalez to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And then we got the main event. Is a fatal 5-way for the NXT Championship. Karrion Kross is defending the title against Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, and Pete Dunne. I tell you this, on all these past wrestling shows, they do these multi-man matches. Don't get me wrong, I like multi-man matches, but it's so overdone in every company, not just WWE. In every company. I mean, WWE does it a lot. Actually, no, Impact, they really do a lot of these multi-man matches. But I mean, we see behind these multi-man matches, they're trying to protect certain people and stuff. You know who's going to take a pinfall and stuff. I mean, like I said, during this whole predictions, there really hasn't been any, much storyline behind these. I mean, basically the whole thing behind this is there was a triple threat match between Johnny Gargano and Kyle O'Reilly and Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole came out. He said, "Hey, attacked all three of them," and then he got in Karrion Kross's face and he said, "Hey, I want that title back." And then this past week, they kind of all had their promos, told everybody why they're going to win. We had a big brawl, and Adam Cole was the last guy standing, holding up the title. But I think it's gonna be an awesome match. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be a great match. Now I don't really see Karrion Kross losing the title unless, the only people who I could really see winning is maybe Kyle O'Reilly or maybe Adam Cole getting the title back. But I really don't see Karrion Kross losing right now. I want to see why to put the title back on Adam Cole. I heard that they kind of want to take Karrion Kross up to the main roster already. Maybe if he does go up to the main roster, then yes, I see him losing the title right now. If they got better stuff going for him. I don't see Johnny Gargano winning. I don't see Pete Dunne winning. They're kind of just in the match. One of those guys is going to take the pinfall. I think it could, maybe be Johnny Gargano, unfortunately, to take the pin in this match. But yeah, I'm going to say Karrion Kross retains. I think it's too early to take the title off of him. This is going to be a good match. Don't get me wrong. All these matches are going to be good. It's going to be a solid takeover. Takeover never disappoints. I don't think it's going to start now. Triple H, he has a standard for NXT. How they want to put on great matches and great storylines, great shows. And NXT, they usually do that. They really do. But like I said, this build for this show hasn't been that good. But I'm still looking forward to this show no matter what. Yeah, so that was my NXT Takeover in Your House 2 predictions. Like I said, go follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm probably going to be having a review coming out for this show. Maybe Sunday night, maybe. We'll see what time the show gets over. If it gets over at a good time, I will review it Sunday night. Or if I don't get to it Sunday, I'll review it on Monday. And then, of course, we got my Against All Odds review. And then next weekend is Hell in the Cell, which I'm not really looking forward to that show. I mean, there's only been like 3 matches made and stuff, barely built to that show, and like they're a week away. Well, from tomorrow, they're gonna be a week away from Hell in a Cell. But yeah, summer is like here and stuff. We got about a month, like one more month until fans actually start getting back. We don't have to see Thunderdome stuff anymore, which is going to be great. And also, I heard there's going to be like 300, they're going to be bringing in more people at the show, so that's going to be really good. Some more energy in the crowd and stuff, rather than all the people that we have been seeing. So there's going to be more people. There's going to be more of an audience in the crowd, so that's going to be awesome. But yeah, that was my NXT Takeover predictions for you guys. And this is your boy Juggernaut saying peace out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. So peace out.